Welcome to the March issue of the Japan headlines, and I'm here to tell you what's behind the headlines. So this first one, political grandstanding, I'm sorry. Utilities all lost a fortune except Chubu, and they put in for rate increases because that's how utility tariffs work. But hey, looks good to the voters. The GX League, in case you haven't been watching for a few months, is the 600 largest industrials in Japan, about 40% of the emissions that they're trying to get rid of. So the diet's now in debate, decision pending any day now, maybe next week, to fund the transition for the industrials. Goes a long way, that kind of money. So TEPCO obviously put in for a rate increase because they lost a fortune like the rest of them. And inside their rate increase, they had the nuclear coming back on in October. That was before the regulator at the nuke agency said, 27 violations, think again. So ANRE, which is part of METI, creates two new divisions because we all know that more bureaucrats is a good thing. So with 1,600 employees accessing competitor customer records, it wasn't just like a couple of guys gone rogue. It was a policy. Come on. So Japan loaded up coming into the winter for fear of a cold winter and high prices and availability concerns, etc. So they loaded up in a big way. Well, the winter was normal, and now they have almost 750,000 tons of LNG at excess of 5-year average. That's a lot. So due to the primarily high energy prices and lower exports due to pricing concerns, Japan recorded the highest monthly deficit in history. So I was reading this report by Lawrence Berkeley Lab, one of the US DOE labs, and I get a kick out of it because it assumes Japan builds all the transmission it needs and installs all the batteries it needs to achieve this. You know, hope springs eternal, I guess. So the old guard at TEPCO Energy Partners is off to different pastures, let's call it that. And they now have a woman in charge. She cannot do any worse than the last regime. I wish her the best of luck. So I've been touting for months, futures markets would go up considerably with volatility and the shift of most all the retailers to market-based pricing. And sure enough, EEX, congratulations, they doubled their volume from January to February. That's it for this month. Sayonara.